up, my kings, my queens, and my royals in between? I'm Lord Arsenal. This is Pokemon Radical Red, and if you missed last episode, you missed us losing our 3rd run and starting our 4th run. Fingers crossed, we don't have to start a 5th run this episode. But if you missed us starting, this is pretty much where we're at. We got an Entei, a Dusk Noir, and a Drampa. Lost out on our Abomasnow, and everything else didn't want to live when we were trying to catch it, so it didn't get to stay, sadly. But we're going to keep pushing ahead, and fingers crossed that this boss fight right here isn't going to take another one of our runs, because it's already done that once in this series. Okay, I didn't think it would start with Stuffle. That makes me sad. Alright, first things first, Lovely Kiss. Stop you from doing anything. Alright, next things next. Crush Claw, hopefully lower defense. Huge. Okay, you did not stay asleep very long. Go back to sleep. Oh, don't you avoid that. Okay, at least the low sweep isn't... It's lowering our speed, which isn't great. Alright, Audino comes out, that's fine. We give it a smooch, we switch in Dusk Noir, we hammer. But either way, if you end up enjoying the content, definitely drop a like and a sub. It'll let me know I'm doing a good job, and let the algorithm know I'm doing a good job. And you'll get to see more content like this. So more fan-made Pokemon games. We got some, what's the word I'm looking for? Retro games. We got some, Souls-like content. We got a little bit here for everybody. Please be very strong. That was super strong. I love that for me. Alright, please hit. Okay. Clefairy, which isn't going to do much. So good switch on your part. Speed being dropped there. Alright, so I should probably just keep... Okay, Metronome, you might be okay. Powder? The fuck is powder? But yeah, if you're wondering what Radical Red is, if you're just happening upon on the internet and you're like, I like Pokemon, but I've never heard of Radical Red. Well, I don't know too much about Radical Red myself, other than it's probably one of the harder ROM hacks that I've ever played. I've heard of it before because I feel like it's a pretty popular ROM hack, but that's probably not good for us. Okay. Throwing out Stuffle. Oh, probably was Parting Shot. I was hoping for Frostbite. Damn. Alright, do we... Okay, I'm assuming you're about to use a Dark move. So let's switch out. Let's see if we can't Crush Claw. Yeah. Why? Interesting. Alright. We already know we're faster. Okay. I'm gonna need you to stop that. We got the smooch, which is good. The wish hits, not a big deal. Alright, Crush Claw. See if we can't get a lower defense. Fast asleep, that's fine. Crush Claw again. Alright, using wish, which is fine. Even if you switch, Crush Claw is useful. Throwing out Stuffle. Defense lowered, huge. Wish hits, fine. Crush Claw. Would have much preferred another defense lower, but that's fine. Almost dead. I'm assuming swap. Alright, even if you hit low kick, I should be fine. Okay, you're swapping again. Audino, but pretty much dead? Yes, boom. Misplay on your part. Absolutely huge. Alright, Papa's now at level cap. Grassy terrain. Better than Stuffed Cheeks? I think better than Stuffed Cheeks. Because at best, like, at the very least, I could start healing myself. Because I think that's what Grassy Terrain does. Granted, it'll also heal the opponent, but whatever. Eerie Impulse. Please let... User exposing foes sharply. Employ psychic power, switch attack and defense. I guess I'd rather have Eerie Impulse than Power Trick. I guess. Thousand Waves. That sounds amazing. What is it? Not what I thought it was going to be. 90 power. User attacks with a wave that crawls along the ground. Those hit can't flee from battle. Well, that's useful. Agility could be useful. Wow, 2 ground moves. Topsy-turvy. All stats change affecting the target turn topsy-turvy and become the opposite of them. That sounds too complicated for me to try and keep track of. Let's get rid of that. Clefairy shouldn't be that big of a deal. Continue with Crush Claw. Yep, perfect. Okay, this is probably one of the smoothest of this battle that we've ever had. I think the first time went especially smooth. This time, and then our last time went okay enough, but it didn't. We didn't lose anybody here, which is the big thing. Dr. XT, how you doing? How is your Tuesday? All right, that being said, let's put Drampa out front. Because I think Drampa should be able to handle anything we're about to run into. Cubone. Alright, and then yeah, there's no item here because that loops around, but we're going to save down there for now. So I can grab it on the way back to the rival fight. Because I want to do this. I want to heal. I want to pick up the nugget. I want to get the extra Pokemon. Yeah. Okay, attack goes down, which is sad. But Gyro Ball? That's probably not good, because I need to be slower. Yeah, that did nothing. Let's go Land's Wrath. It's at least neutral. Yeah, that didn't do us much good. Alright. Agility. Just so it's not like a complete waste of time. Alright, 1,000 waves. Okay. Aha, you can no longer escape. Alright, agility again. Again, just cuz. Alright, one more agility. Well, if at any point in time we need Drampa to go out and just be faster, we have that option apparently. I think Drampa's gonna probably hard carry for Brock. Drampa's probably gonna hard carry for Brock. That's Route 2, that's a no-no. But over there, that's fine. I think I should still probably use Entei to try and catch, because we can put something to sleep. But then again, Crush Claw kind of scary. Actually, yeah, let's go stick with Drampa. If we have to switch out to Entei to put something to sleep. Okay, Torcat. Okay, that's a good addition. Biggest problem obviously going to be the fact that there is no there's no guarantee it's good. Wow, that does nothing. Cool. I guess we could, I was gonna say do that a couple times. Alright, as long as you don't have a what are these moves? Alright, you're halfway down. Let's try throwing a ball. Fingers crossed. Hoping for the best. Not even a shake. Rude. Alright, as of right now, I'm hating Torcat's moves. Also, wait. Are we not taking damage from hail? Oh, that was just snow. Alright. If it doesn't stay in the ball, we're gonna switch to Entei to go sleepies. Alright, we gotta go sleepies. Alright, Pokemon. Alright, so all it really has is Egg Bomb, which is pretty useless. All things considered, like. Yeah. Lovely kiss, please. Big ol' smooch 'em. Beautiful. Alright, anybody got a name for Torcat? If not, I got one in my head. And if you do have something, but you don't get to me by the time I've already named it, I can re-nickname it if I like your nickname better than mine. Alright, and we're gonna go with Oliver for the Disney classic Oliver and Company. Mainly because me and my partner watched that like 2 weeks ago. And it's just an absolutely wonderful movie. And if you've never seen it before, I highly recommend it. Alright, Oliver. How bad off are ya? Dazzling. Blocks priority moves. Okay, that's useful. Stats are nothing but D's and C's, so that's not great. Electrify. If the target is electrified before its move in the turn, the target's moves become electric. That'd be a lot more useful if you were ground. The user switches with a party Pokemon and sets a snowstorm. Oh. That probably would have been good if we still had Obama. Ooh, actually that still works out because I could do that and then switch in Dusky. Because Dusky has Frost Breath. Okay. I don't know how much, I guess, quote-unquote, snow is going to give. I'm assuming probably the same amount as hail, just without, you know, getting murdered along the way, right? Oh yeah, I should probably put on the one thing. Let's go see. You don't have anything that, yeah, it's like you don't have anything that's actually gonna be super effective, so screw it. Infinite Repel, please. Because I just don't want to have to deal with fights if I don't have to. Also, kind of like though it sucks we had to start a 4th run. It's probably not that bad, all things considered, because now I'm getting more used to what's what I'm looking for. I'm getting more used to like where things are and like kind of more solidifying like. Oh, hey, there's that one place in Viridian Forest that requires Rock Smash that I need to go back to at some point. Berry juice, huh? Berry juice, huh? Okay, now you're just being mean. Also, because this is based off of Gen... Actually, let me just double check real quick. Because this is based off of Gen 3, theoretically the physical... Okay, so I only have physical moves anyways. Alright, I was gonna say, I don't know if they somehow programmed in the change to physical and special split. Or if it's still based on types. I'm assuming it's still based on types. That'd be my assumption. Alright, can I switch out? Gulpin, huh? Yeah, I think I'd rather have Dusknoir go up against Gulpin. Of course you get poisoned. My boy. My dude. Yeah, I was gonna say everything else is kind of worthless. Frost. I'm hoping Frost Breath will do decent damage. So that way I can get out of here. I mean, obviously I'm going to spend the antidote to save Dusk Noir. That was a crit. Let's try one more time in hopes for Frostbite. There we go. I probably realistically have to switch out here. Do we throw in Torcat? I think that's only 4 damage. We should be fine. I was gonna say, I completely forgot about Belch. And I was like, oh my god, we're gonna die, because the last couple times that move came out, we died. Alright, I'm gonna switch just in case. I was gonna say Belch should not do that much this time around. Because I think it's strong, it does extra damage after you've eaten a berry. Alright, bag. Antidote. And because we have our infinite repel, I don't have to worry. At least not about running into anything. Electro Web. Penny break? Alright, let me get to a Poke Center, heal up, and then I will take Penny out. Alright, so now the question is, should I try and teach anybody Electro Web? I was about to say it would probably be nice for us fighting Falconer before we have to go fight Brock, but our boy Dusky has Frost Breath, so we should have that covered. Also, I don't know if anyone could actually learn Electro Web. I mean, I guess I can see and find out, because TM should be infinite. Alright, either way, give me a moment, everybody. I will be right back. Enjoy some old clippy clips, or if you're watching on YouTube, like the actual episode itself, I'll be back after this cut. Okay, so, alright, be back. Let's double check Electro Web real quick, just so I can have an idea. Nobody. Not a big surprise. I'm assuming it probably didn't randomize the TM move sets. I'm assuming it just randomized the whatchamacallit. Gola speed, huh? Interesting. Oh, hey, look, Drampa. I forgot I had Drampa out. Literally none of these are great options for me. I don't have anything good against any of those things, but I'm also worried about water type moves, maybe. All right, let's try 1,000 Waves. See what that gets us. At the very least, Gola speed can't switch out. Spore, huh? Spore, huh? I mean, fair enough. I guess Papa's our best bet with Crush Claw and or Astral Blast. Yeah, I was gonna figure you were gonna go for that again. Let's try Lovely Kiss again. Yeah, I was just using Lovely Kiss so it didn't actually get away with things. Let's just test Crush Claw real quick, see what we're working with. Alright, Crush Claw kills. Huge. Alright, Dusk Noir is now at cap. Oliver's just gonna be a little bit behind. That's just how it's gonna be. Such a scary looking move. Too bad it means nothing. Maybe it'll be more scary once it evolves into a Swalot. Alright. Heal up. Actually, no, we'll heal up when we get to Peter. Screw it. We got the infinite repel on. So heal up. Take out Falconer, which... Dusk Noir is our best bet. Then we take Drampa into Brock's gym and we run a riot. Bum 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 bum. All right, let's see. Things that we gotta keep in mind. I don't think there's anything really all that much to keep in mind going up to Mount Moon, other than the fact that there's a Dynamax raid, which we did agree, or at least I agreed, and nobody questioned me on it. We can visit each Dynamax raid that we see once and catch something from it. Once we catch one thing from it, it's done, it's over with. It's its own special instance. And it doesn't count towards the route that we are on. Yeah, we did switch to Dusk Noir. And because you're a boss, you should still be all birds. Even though one of your birds is just a pure psychic type, which at that point I will probably switch to Entei so I can just murder it. Your biggest thing is that you have Rock Tomb, which I think in this scenario shouldn't matter that much. Wow, almost. Alright, Berry Juice took care. I was gonna say this should probably kill, but yeah, Roost kind of takes care. Ooh, wait. Right, and Roost takes away the fact that you're flying, which is fine because now I can just use Hammer Arm to kill you. Didn't think of that now, did you, buddy? Ooh, I wonder if I can find a GIF of the South Park episode where they sent some of the Canadians off to sea and they do the whole, "I'm not your buddy, friend. I'm not your friend, guy. I'm not your guy, buddy." Just that whole thing. Let's go Frost Breath, see where we're at. If we have to switch, I will. Okay, that was a crit, though. Yeah, we're already here. It's the special defense raising that's killing us, right? Crit again? Ooh, alright. And I was gonna say, now you're gonna do an attack. But we got Spadee for days. Yeah, I was gonna say, if this Dusky Boy can get hit with a super effective 120 power move and survive, being several levels under, you being +2 on, or +4. I don't, how many things does it raise when you use whatchamacallit, Calm Mind? Is it 2 or is it just 1? Alright, unless you do some crazy shiz. Wow, that was a crit and you survived? Really? I feel like the game let you live, just so you can use your berry juice. Okay, that's too dangerous for me. I'm going to swap. You're practically useless, so Papa. Flap. Right, Flash does damage in this for some reason. Alright, let's go Astral. Just because it's our strongest move. Easy. Alright, Oliver only 3 away from Cap. Roost, we're never going to use it. Alright, biggest thing is, I think Liam is randomized, but Brock isn't. Brock not being randomized is helpful to us because Grandpa's gonna literally probably just one-shot everything. That being said, I should double check real quick which of his 2 ground moves are stronger. Which I think they're both 90s for whatever reason. 90, yeah, they're both 90. So it's more so, I guess, of hitting 1,000 wave to make sure they can't get swapped out for one reason or another. Which I don't think will be a problem. Alright. For anybody new here, if you're sticking around, I will read through this every time we have to do this just in case, so that way everybody that is new here gets an idea of why this is so difficult. It seems this is your first gym challenge, so I'm responsible to inform you of the rules. 1. Accuracy reducing moves and evasion raising effects have been removed from this game. 2. Baton Pass is removed from this game. 3. Sleep Clause is in effect, meaning only 1 Pokemon per team can be put to sleep at a time. 1-hit KO moves are removed from the game. The bag is inaccessible during boss battles. 6. There are soft level caps before each boss, which reduces XP gain significantly when the level cap is reached. 7. Pokemon will disobey when leveled too far above the level cap. Consumables, held items come back after trainer battles. Battle style set is forced to set. You cannot thief items from trainers. You are automatically healed to full in most boss battles to prevent certain exploits. If you ever want me to reiterate, yada yada blah blah blah. I don't know what those exploits are off the top of my head. I'm assuming it deals with like Focus Sash, Facade, Shell Bell combination BS, Sturdy, yada yada. Alright, Growlithe. Okay, yeah, no, they are bosses. Okay, that's interesting. That's good to know. Which generally means nothing to me. Because, especially right here, I'm just gonna hit Land's Wrath, because even though you're faster than me, this is gonna be 4 times damage, which means you're dead. And then Knuckle, same thing. Though, not the 4 times damage, just more so I'm gonna hit you with this and you're dead. Okay, so the Intimidate came in handy for him, whatever. Recover, alright. We're either in speed tie territory or he's finally faster than me. It might not be, actually, you might try and recover again. Let's see how Gyro Ball does, yeah. Because now maybe that you're at least faster, Gyro Ball will... Yeah, that really did nothing. Okay, Land's Wrath. Which I think, in a way, that probably worked out well for me. Because now you weren't in range of hitting Recover. Alright, you're gonna hit Recover again, but that's fine. I was gonna say, because if we're not at the point where you're absolutely not gonna be able to fully recover enough to essentially stop me from consistently doing damage to you, next one's gonna, you know, be fine. Alright, heal up again just in case, because I'm not dealing with a gym battle without full health and moves. This ROM hack is already hard enough. I do not need it being as hard as Kaizo Ironmon on top of it, with imposed rules of just pure insanity. And it's the Lowland Geodude, right? Yeah. So this first ground move gonna be max damage. Also, we're faster. Good. Get him, Grandpa! Sturdy, that's right. Dropping our speed, which sucks. Alright, I'm gonna go for Gyro Ball, but... Wow. What a combo. Is that what happened last time? I don't remember if that's what happened last time. Alright, 3 to go. Onyx, again, shouldn't be that big of a deal. Bulldoze. Alright, even if you bulldoze again, it won't hurt me enough for me to care. Huh. Alright, let's try Gyro Ball. Because I'm assuming this will lower my speed even more. Alright, please send this through the moon. Not really. Of course, berry juice. Ooh. I was gonna send out Papa. Ooh, Frost Breath should be good against, the ground portion of Onyx, so this might be okay. This might be okay. Alright, only 9 damage. I'll take that. I hate the fact that we're losing speed. Ooh. Let's try Frost Breath first. Interesting. Right, I forgot about the room. Ooh. Frostbite. That's actually super useful. Let's go Clamp. That's not good. Ooh, okay. Do we... Right, let's see if we can't hammer the rest of this the way home. Critical hit. We're definitely gonna have to swap out Dusky after this. Useful. Archin, huh? Okay. I think that's fine. We bring out Papa, we back-to-back Astral Blast, or whatever the heck it's called. I don't care for the fact that you stole my berry, but whatever. Yeah, I think I should just be able to Astral Bomb and finish this. Yeah. And then Onyx shouldn't have enough HP. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, I thought Onyx was a bit lower health than that, but that's fine, yeah. I was gonna say Astral Bomb's a 120 power move. Alright, made it through Brock a second time. So Brock's whole setup of dropping speed and trying to nuke like your first Pokemon, kind of insane. But I think we played that pretty darn well. Alright, so level cap should be changed now. Sell... Antidotes. Wow, I'm glad they made like these super cheap. Burn. Alright. I feel like Awakening's probably pretty... Actually, you know what? They're so cheap. Fuck it. Give me those. Oh, yeah. They made these, like, stupid cheap. Huh. Alright, let's go 30 balls. Just so that way we're good. Okay, I definitely like the fact that they, like, adjusted all the prices. They will find you normally. Anyway, oh yeah, that's right. So he gives us this, and then we can finally Dynamax Raid. Alright, and then, alright. Let's get our first encounter so that way we can have it and have it start leveling up with us as we fight all these trainers. If it ever wants to show up, it'd probably help if I didn't have infinite repel on. Not gonna lie, don't love it. I guess let's go with 1,000 waves just in case it has teleport. Ayo, Mojo, how's it going? How is your Tuesday? Okay, good, that did not kill. That's good. Ooh, gonna pick a soul. Wait, did you get that last time, or did somebody else just get that last time? I know that happened. That one happened recently. But either way, how's it going, Mojo? Okay, Spinnerack. Fleur Cannon? I'm guessing that's a fairy type move because that hurt. That didn't hurt enough for me to be scared of it, so I'm going to try catching one more time. If it doesn't stay, we're going to send out Entei to make it go sleepies. Okay, come on. Okay, apparently the Spinnerack is just a hard counter for a Grandpa here. Oh, well, there goes an Oranberry. Alright, quick one. Alright, get out there, Papa. Give that little Spinnerack a smooch. Wrong buttons. Wrong buttons. Fight. Lovely. There we go. Alright, anybody got a nickname for Spinnerack? Again, as always, if you have a better nickname than I do, if I get it in before you type it in, I can always change it. Is that how you spell Gwen? You know what? Fuck it, I don't even care at this point. There's a chance this run is not even gonna make it that far, so I'm not gonna worry about spelling errors. Lucky for us, Spider. Actually, what moves does what's your deal, Spider Gwen? Alright. Okay, not the worst stats in the world. Oh boy, immunity to poison. So useful for you. Thunderwave. Ooh, actually, hold on. 130 power. The user unleashes a strong beam. The attack's recoil harshly lowers this. Okay, I mean, so it has two moves that drop its stats when being used, which that kind of sucks. Thunder Wave is going to be useful for catching things. Flash Cannon. Okay, alright. Alright, not the worst moveset in the world. I'm not crazy about it, but well, actually, I wonder, can I teach you Electro Web? Just, I can. That being said, I think I'd rather you have just Thunder Wave, because being able to help catch things is huge. All right, when in doubt, Papa goes out. All right, you. Machoke. Yeah, I don't actually have an answer to that, so. Is that the second Pokemon that we've seen that has download? Sir, why do you have Water Gun? Like, I just imagine it right now. It's just a Machoke that has a water bottle that you would see a gym bro have, and he's just like squirting them. It's like that's his water gun. Oh, okay. What does Oliver know again? Electrify feels stupid. Chili is actually pretty useful. Heavy Slam, probably pretty pointless for a Torcat. Might be okay for an Incineroar. How heavy is Incineroar? Yeah, Astral Bomb. Why do I keep wanting to call it Astral Bomb? It's Astral Barrage. Astral Bomb sounds kind of cooler, so I'll go with that. That's its new name now. Orangaroo. I can't remember. Are you part psychic or are you just normal? Orichalcum Pulse. Okay. It is in fact part psychic, which could be cool, but the part normal ruins the ghost portion of things. Really, sir? You're gonna do this to me right now? Rude. Alright, I'm gonna try and get this fight done without having to use an antidote. Does Shell Trap still do damage if you're dead? Wow, Sludge Bomb? Okay, that's a hell of a thing to learn. What do we get rid of? Do we get rid of close combat? I definitely like the Fleur Cannon. I feel like that just still kind of fits Spider-Gwen as... Like, I feel like it's close combat that feels weird. Either that or we just get rid of Thunder Wave, because let's be real, we're probably only going to use that for catching things. And we don't necessarily need that, because we still have Sweet Kiss on Entei. You know what, yeah. I shouldn't even be thinking about it that much. Let's just go for damage. That's the smart play here. Gotharita. Okay, well, I know I can murder this in one, so don't worry about keeping Papa in for now. $15. Ooh, trying to think. Should I be smarter about... Alright, now we're definitely... Ooh, wait, hold on. Actually, wait, yeah, this is fine. Because you should be part fairy, and Sludge Bomb should explode your face. Right? Yeah, okay, perfect. Sludge Bomb. But for the Dynamax Raid that's coming up, should I hold off for now? And I did fine last time, but in all honesty, our Moon was pretty cracked. I'll see how I'm feeling. Maybe once I see what type it is, because I don't know if it's always going to be the same typing. Because if it's normal, I can send out Dusk Noir and probably be fine. Right? Well, that's certainly something to send out, child. I guess let's just go with our strongest move. Casually just sending out fucking legendary bird. Child, where did you get this legendary bird from? Grandpa's now 16. Mimikyu. So safe, Astral Bomb. Which, if we didn't have abilities changed out, I was gonna say I would have used Crush Claw, but no, I wouldn't have. Because that wouldn't have worked. Claydol. Alright, well, I already know what move I'm gonna use here. We're gonna run out of Astral Barrages. Which is generally fine, I can just switch to a different Pokemon. Oliver, 16. Assurance. That's probably... Alright. Do we get rid of Heavy Slam? Or do we just... Let's get rid of Metronome. I literally picked up Metronome because I was like, what else am I supposed to use? Assurance makes a lot more sense. Ooh, does I can't remember. Is Torcat part... actually, you know what? Let me switch to Drampod. This will be just a better fight for him. Trying to think. Does Torcat get the dark typing, or is it only get dark typing once it hits Incineroar? Because if it already has the dark typing now, Assurance, great pickup. I mean, you're already faster than me anyway, so I don't care. Alright, really hoping for like a good normal or a good dragon move for Grandpa here. Because the ground moves are nice and all. Meditate? Nah, I'm never gonna use that. Bergmite. Slow start. Alright, let's see how Gyro Ball does. Well, first off, we're faster, so that's not gonna do a lot of damage. Yep, that did diddly. Okay. Come on, Grandpa! Yeah, no, Grandpa's always confused. That did 3 damage. I literally don't care. See, Grandpa's being used to being confused. You know what? Good enough. Okay. Keep pushing. Just keep pressing A. Hit him with the Lion's Breath. Now Grandpa wants to learn Sludge Bomb. Okay. Alright, let's drop Agility. Okay, 2 Sludge Bombers on the team. Which works out... Okay, Dusky, I don't know who you're going to be trying to kick with your legs, let alone kick them twice. But, you know what? I'm not here to tell you how to live your afterlife. You do you. How perfect. How perfect to pick up Sludge Bomb right now. Huge. Alright, how... Alright. Alright, Dusky. You're up. Cyndaquil, huh? Well, Frostbeth isn't going to do us much good. Well, if it has these stab fire moves, they become useless now. Ooh, actually, Clan. Yep, that's about how I figured that was going to go. Alright, Oliver has now caught up. Alright, is there not a... There it is. I was gonna say, is there not an item up in here? Do you... And then what? 2 more battles for sure. Dynamax Raid if I want to. Ooh, hey look, Frost Breath will be useful. Go, Frost Breath! Is Frost Breath like a high crit chance? Because I feel like that thing's always critting. Obama? Yeah, let's just go Hammer Arm. Yeah, that works for me. Gwen's practically caught up. Technically, like, 1 behind. Gwen's already evolving. I honestly thought Spinnerack evolved at, like, low 20s. Cool. This is good for us. That should be a nice stat increase. Nothing crazy, but it'll be a good stat increase. Petal Blizzard. Okay. 90 moves, stirs up a violent Petal Blizzard, hitting everything around it. Okay, well, I can live with that. Ooh, Flash Cannon's good. Ooh, do we finally... Actually, we're going to drop Close Combat. Dusk Noir has fighting on lock. Alright, I'm actually pretty excited for Gwen. I think Gwen's going to be a great addition to the team. Alright, general reminder, ads are starting here in about 2.5 minutes. If you're not already watching over on the YouTubes, the pinned message over here on Twitch, that'll get you over to YouTube. Every minute watched over there is a huge help to me. I only need like 357 more watch hours to hit YouTube partner. So every little bit helps. And my hope is to get to YouTube partner before or by my birthday. Odds are probably not going to happen if I'm being realistic. That being said, I would still like that. I don't like any of these options. And we just murdered Golduck straight out, so I don't actually know what moves it has. I know I can instant murder with the one thing. You know what? Let's just keep Dusk Noir out, see what we got going on. So long as you don't have like Shadow Ball or something, I should be fine. Okay, you've locked into Ice Ball, which works for me. See, a crit again. Alright, so I waste a turn by switching. Ice Ball gets a little bit stronger. But yeah, because I super resist it. Because of the fire thing. Yeah. Alright, Grandpa is now 18. Alright, I at least want to get this one battle done before we wrap up this episode. So Gwen, seeing as how you are the furthest behind. Also, just in case, because I do not want to lose Gwen just yet. Alright, let's do this battle. Oh yeah, there's a TM down there. I don't remember what it is. Part fairy type, right? I think it's part fairy type. That being said, Sludge Bomb goes up. No, all normal, huh? Okay, I mean, either way. Grandpa is now 18. Wow, started early. Frostbite, huh? Rude. I thought that would have done more. Alright, we'll go one more time. Freezing Glare. Ah! Can't even Poison Flame. Alright. Okay, you're using that, so that's bad there. Alright, if you're going to keep using Ice, I'll send out Oliver. Oliver should at least resist. Wait, why was that neutral damage? I want to... Alright, let's try Assurance. Alright, I'm at least faster. Alright, perfect. Alright, cool. Everything's looking pretty good. Alright, I'm gonna go back to heal just in case. I don't think there's anything coming up. But, you know, I don't want to have to deal with that if I don't have to. Alright, YouTube, if you made this far in the video, first of all, thank you for your time. I truly do appreciate it. Like I said at the beginning, if you enjoyed the content, like, sub, all that fun jazz. It really helps me out. And like I was telling the Twitch chat earlier, every little bit watched really helps me out. I really want to hit YouTube partner because it's a goal that I thought I'd honestly never achieve, and if I'm thinking correctly on, I guess, kind of like ad payouts and all that, I'm hoping that even with the handful of views that I'm getting, that would be a nice, at least a nice little change in my pocket to, you know, really help relieve financial stresses. But either way, that's my problem, not yours. All I really care about is your time, which means the world to me. But again, thank you so much for your time. It really does mean a lot to me. And I will catch you in the next one.